Hey you guys, James Ray here. Thanks for having a look at this video. This is kind of an awkward one to make. It's a tribute video that I'm doing, in that a very good mentor and a friend just recently passed away over the weekend. And this is the 9th of February, so he passed away just the weekend. And I've been kind of processing this for a few days and just dealing with it and kind of reflecting on it. And so I thought it might be cool just to kind of give a little bit of a story about my connection with Mr. Kerry Chater and his lovely wife Lynn, and how I got to know them, and how we got acquainted, how we met, and how much of an influence they have been on what I do as a singer, songwriter, entertainer, performer. I know they've influenced so many people and been a part of so many wonderful careers. But I'll tell you the story that just comes to my heart and my mind when I think of Lynn and Kerry. And I'll start off with a little song. I'm going to make this story probably way too long. But I was in Nashville in the early 90s, and I wanted to come up with songs and ideas that was just a little bit different than, because at that time everybody was doing Bubba Shock, the jukebox, and Bubba Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I can't remember. There was a lot of Bubbas in the songs. And as you can tell by my shirt and my hat, I happen to be a bit of a Jimmy Buffett fan. And I only discovered Jimmy Buffett when I was living in Oklahoma. But I was looking for some songs, and I can't remember exactly how I came by it, but I came by this song called Preserving the Wildlife. And this is how I ended up recording it. I can't remember exactly how the original was, but this is how I ended up recording it. You'll have to forgive the noisy birds and stuff that fly over. I'm in my backyard. Anyhow, it goes, well, lately I've been worried about the things I don't see. People ain't as wild as they used to be. Seems the hooters and the howlers are disappearing breed. Some wildlife refuge is exactly what we need. Now it's time to start the fires that won't make us smoky mad. Take it to the limit, just the side of bad. Mother Nature's calling us. People, where's your pride? Wildlife will always live as long as I'm alive. I'll be preserving the wildlife tonight. I'm conserving all my energy to do what's right. Where would this world be without a party animal in sight? I'm preserving the wildlife tonight. Anyhow, that's the song that I found, or was given to me, and I think it was with Sony Tree Publishing. And I thought, wow, what a cool song! And but there was just a few lyrics that I wanted to change, because I wanted to personalize it, make it. At that point, I was going by Jimmy Ray. I wanted to make this a Jimmy Ray song, and not to be confused with Jimmy Buffett. But it was going to have that kind of feel, that fun, feel-good, sing-along country song down at the beach kind of thing. And I remember thinking, well, I got to get permission to change these lyrics around. And so I can't remember if I got a hold of the publisher or how it worked out, but I was put in touch with the man himself, Mr. Kerry Chater. And Kerry said, yes, that's great. Love what you've done with the song. That's perfect. He says, but let's do one better in a way. He says, how about you come out to the house and you write with us? My wife Lynn and I would love to write some songs with you. And I'm like, great, this is super. Now this, I got to warn you guys, this is before internet and searching people's names up was so easy. So anyhow, I make my way out to, if I'm not mistaken, they were living in Franklin. And I made my way out to Franklin, Tennessee. A bit of a drive, but man, a beautiful, beautiful place out there. And I walk in and meet Lynn and Kerry Chater for the very first time. And they take me right back to the kitchen table. And that's where we did most of all the songwriting. So now I've actually got a little guitar that I can sit at a table and write with, as opposed to having my bigger guitar. So that was probably one of the influences that they had on me, was I like to write at kitchen tables now. So anyhow, I'm sitting here at this table with these lovely people, and Kerry, you know, he's got his guitar and his coffee, whatever. He's sitting there quite cool, man. You know, he's if you don't know who Kerry Chater is, Google Kerry Chater. He was the bass man and singer for Gary Puckett and Union Gap, one of the very first. Well, the first. Yeah, I don't know the full history. I should go do my own Googling, but a reason why I tell it like that is because at that point, when I walked into that kitchen, I had no idea who I was sitting down at a table with. And I remember Lynn asking me. She says, you know, what do you like to sing? What are you singing right now? Because I was singing in the bars, you know, paying my dues, as they say. And I said, I'm really enjoying this new George Strait song. And I said, I get a really good response out of that. She goes, oh, what song is that? And I go, what's this one? You know, whoa, how you sparkle, and oh, how you shine. The blush on your cheeks is more than the wine. And he must do something that I didn't do. Whatever he's doing, it looks good on you. You look so good in love. You want him? That's easy to see. You look so good in love. And I wish you still wanted me. So anyhow, I said, I really like this George Strait song, You Look So Good in Love. And she just kind of looked right through me, smiled a little bit. Kerry didn't show any expression at all. I thought, oh, don't know if they like that song so well or not. But I thought, oh, well, I'm here to write other songs anyway. That's just one that I enjoyed. This is all going on in my mind, by the way. And Lynn looks at Kerry and he expressionless. And then I'm starting to feel really weird now. Like, what did I say or do something wrong just then? And then Lynn says to me in her beautiful, sweet voice, did you know that Kerry wrote that song? And I'm like, I felt this tall. I felt so small. And I said, no, sorry, I didn't. And being the young, dumb, wannabe country singer in Nashville, I only ever thought the artists were the ones writing the songs. I never really looked at the credits. All these unsung heroes that wrote these hits, that was Kerry Chater wrote that one along with a couple other fellas. And watch me draw a blank right now, but this is more about my friend Kerry and mentor. And anyhow, I felt about that big. And I think it's about that time that Lynn said, come here, let me show you something. So she took me into the office, if I remember. If I remember my story right, maybe Lynn will correct me. But anyhow, open up the doors. I don't remember if I walked in that way and they were just closed or what. But from floor to ceiling and from wall to wall was gold and platinum records that Kerry and Lynn had written. And I had no idea. I was so clueless. But I remember thinking then, I thought, oh my gosh, there's nothing, what do I bring to a kitchen table with this kind of, you know, what do you call it? Royalty, if you will, royalty of songwriting. I'm thinking, oh man, I'm so out of my league. And they never made me feel that way. They always made me feel welcome and that I had something to contribute. And they just stuck in my heart and my mind so much. I mean, these wonderful people, Kerry and Lynn Chater, took this hillbilly boy from Arkansas to their house. Every week we'd get together and we'd write. And man, I learned so much from them. And what a team, what a dynamic team they were. And I just loved the way that I enjoyed the whole process of writing songs with them. And I learned so much. And anyhow, so we wrote a few songs, and these are songs I still do today, because we were getting ready to write an album, and we're going to try to get a writing deal and all that, and we were getting some headway on that when people around the world were figuring out how to burn CDs. So basically, they were stealing, pirating CDs, and so record sales were plummeting at that time in the early 90s. And then there was Napster and all that going on. And so the industry was freaking out. And so the songwriting deal or publishing deal that we were hoping I was going to get didn't happen. But what did happen is we got some pretty cool songs. And this is one, and I can never do justice on the guitar or even the vocal. Kerry is the talented man with the guitar and the voice and the melodies. So I don't even remember how much I contributed. I'd like to think that I contributed something, but when you're working with two of the greats like that, I don't know what my contribution was really in hindsight. But this is one of those great songs, or I think it's great anyway. Some do, some don't, some will, some won't, but I might be more than a one-night Romeo if you like. I'll make no promise or guarantee I'll look good in white. 'Cause some do, some don't, some will, some won't, but I might. I remember what my contribution was. I had a T-shirt that said that. I think I walked into the writing session with this T-shirt that said some do, some don't, but I might. And so we started talking about that, and that's how a lot of our songs came. It was just conversations. We start with a cup of coffee, and we start sitting there talking, and next thing you know, an idea would fly out, and Lynn was always quick, man. She was always ready to write something down while we were all chatting. And of course, probably couldn't read my writing. That's probably why we had to use Lynn's writing, because she was so much nicer at writing than I was. I'm not sure what Kerry's writing was like. He always had his guitar and stuff, but like I said, they were such a dynamic duo. So anyhow, that was only the chorus, by the way. And then this one I still do as well. Blue jeans, bare feet, no rings, carefree. Oh, summertime girl. Hair up, a top down, Ray-Bans, beach bound. Oh, summertime girl. Summertime girl's gonna drive me wild. She's all woman, she's still a child. Inhibition's got a goal, gonna give it a whirl. Sun's gonna shine on a summertime girl. So anyhow, that was just a few of the songs of many, many months that we got to write together. And I'll just always cherish the time that I got to spend with Kerry and Lynn Chater around their kitchen table. And I just wanted to share that today and express my deepest condolences to Lynn. I know she's a very spiritual and woman in the sense that knows that Kerry is in a good place, and God is looking after him. And yes, so anyhow, deepest and sincerest condolences. I'm not sure if you guys will get to see this or not, but I love you so much, and I thank you guys so much for. I'm gonna get teary up here. Taking a really naive hillbilly boy under your arms, under your wings, and showing me the joy of writing songs, sharing your joy with me, sharing your home with me, your family, yeah. I love you guys so much, and my buddy Kerry, God bless you on the other side, and I'm sure you'll be making beautiful music and songs that the choirs in heaven can sing for us. All right, you guys. Anyhow, I just wanted to pop on here and make this video as a tribute to my friend Kerry and Lynn. And yeah, cherish every day your friendships, people, and your relationships. Our relationships truly are a reflection of the quality of our lives. So God bless you guys, and thanks for watching. And yeah, take care.